You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
Now for a lesson.
Konbanwa, Anime Otaku Show e yokoso. Good evening. Welcome to the Anime Otaku Show.
You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean.
Remember, we will be discussing all episodes up to the ones we talk about tonight. Anata go supporter o kinishi nanara. So yo, if you don't mind spoilers, welcome.
Go beyond! Plus!
Yes, indeed. Hello and welcome, everybody. I am back on the Anime Otaku Show, episode number 40.
God damn it, the assassins failed me again.
Hey, the notes are right.
38/40. One of those two, but definitely not 39 because fuck that show. Hi, I'm back. I'm CJ, not dead yet, tank top tackle boat. And joining me as always into the magical world of animes are Josh. Shouldn't they be singing to a giant moth, McGrath?
Yo, that's a Godzilla reference.
That is. Carrie, wrestling with chives, Wilcox.
The out of context dialogue in that show is kind of great.
It really is. And of course, the man in the corner, as he should be, Raul, not in the face Garza.
Hello.
He doesn't have to worry about that because he's like 9 feet tall. So just has to worry about that precious, precious glass chin of his.
I mean, you need a stepladder even to reach that.
Nah. He just needs to ask a question. I just need to ask him a question. Be like, hey, Raul, can you reach that very tall thing? To which the response is, Shoryuken!
Wah, wah, wah.
Speaking of womp, 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 what are we talking about tonight?
Well, tonight we are talking about my boy,
Oh.
the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, Season 1, Episode 4, Sabito and Makomo, and Season 1, Episode 5, Final Selection, which is an odd episode title for the 5th episode of a not 5-episode series. We're dipping back into that rotten fruits basket with Season 1, Episode 3, Let's Play Rich Man, Poor Man, whatever the fuck that is.
It's a card game.
Season 1, Episode 3, and Season 1, Episode 4, What Year Is She? I mean, she's got to be at least 18, so.
Yeah, this is Japanese high school.
That's just true. And we are, for this episode, watching that Ultraman. Season
the
1.
most lying episode title.
Season 1, Episode 3, Being Ultraman Isn't Bad.
Nope.
Or, as it was previously called, Season 1, Episode 3, Episode 3.
Which is a much more appropriate title than that one.
Season 1, Episode 4, Release the Limiter.
I didn't even know these had real titles because they only show up as
I had to look for them.
muted.
I had to look on them.
Drink.
I had to look for them on the wiki.
That's bad. Come on,
Well, one
Netflix,
drink
you're
is
better
not
than this.
that.
Well, because it's translated from the original Japanese, and I guess they didn't. I don't know, ran out of money to translate.
I guess. And, rounding out the bottom of the hour, One Punch Man, Season 2, Episode 2/14, because they're doing that thing with the episode numbers.
Hulu's dumb about that.
The Human Monster. And Season 2, Episode 3/15, Let the Hunt Begin! Wigs! I mean,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about those shows and much more here right after you podcast listeners hear a little ad. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Okay.
speaking of
Already
Plus
late.
Ultra, did you get a chance to watch that digital copy yet?
Oh, yes. That movie is fucking fantastic.
Right.
Oh my God. No, actually, the day that I got home from the hospital, I told Rachel about that. She's like, oh, we're going to watch that. Or no, we got home from PlayCon rather. Like got home from everything. I'm like, hey, Josh gave me this. She goes, all right, well, put it on then. I'm going to watch it.
Right.
Okay. You don't got to twist my arm.
And it's a canonical movie, isn't it?
I mean, it's the right form of summer movie canonical where it could have totally happened, but the way the events resolve, it could have also not happened canonically.
Yeah.
Because the story presented does not happen in the manga because manga doesn't do summer movies, obviously. So it's completely original content with original characters, but it fits in so seamlessly because, go figure, they consulted the mangaka.
Yeah. I don't consider, because especially as callbacky as My Hero is, I don't see it as canon unless they call back to it, in which they haven't / won't. I don't think, which is a shame because prime waifu material. And freaking, I am not surprisingly a fan of badass smart women. So, you know.
Also, badass smart woman who eventually does the smart thing and takes her fucking heels off when running through a complex.
Right.
These are slowing me down. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh, look, stairs.
No stairs.
I don't have the energy to do that right now. So it's like,
So many stairs.
That's an exploding dice reference, you guys.
Totally and absolutely. Only an exploding dice
only
reference.
an exploding dice reference.
Moving on.
All right. So we're going to come back in 3, 2. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you want an ad-free experience and hear us talk about a little bit of other anime, tune in live Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern over twitch.tv/geekio show. Put your basket on that love button to get notified live when we go. Get notified when we go live. All right. So let us begin with Demon Slayer.
Yes, please.
All right. So I have not, as of this point, watched the first 2 episodes. This isn't 4 and 5. This is 3 and 4, right? Yeah, this is 3 and 4.
Yeah. No.
Question, CJ, does it hurt to laugh right now?
It always hurts to laugh, but I deal with it.
Okay.
Why?
There's a moment in episode 2 that would have been potentially deadly for you if you were not used to it.
Yeah, I am going to go back and listen to or watch them. I just had not have the opportunity to, because between the reason why I wasn't on the last show because of a newborn, and I got out of the hospital just recently, and trying to watch anything in Japanese while sedated was not happening. So yeah, I didn't have any opportunity to do that. And so I've been trying to catch up over the weekend, but I realized today that I had not watched Demon Slayer, and I only had availability to watch 2 episodes. So other than the fact that I don't know why that girl has a weird thing in her mouth and why she's asleep, I think I have a pretty good grasp of everything what's going on in the show.
Long story short, she's partially transformed into a demon.
Oh, all right then.
And we don't know why she's asleep. Nobody knows why she's asleep.
The only thing I can assume is, as they previously mentioned in one of the episodes, the reason demons eat humans is because they're so calorie dense.
Yes.
If she is not currently eating humans, then she is probably basically she's in a diabetic coma.
Nice. And that makes sense too. So
She hasn't eaten anyone yet, so she hasn't completed her transformation, but that means she's probably running on fumes.
Yeah.
Hence, sleep to conserve power.
I wonder if she's gonna turn into like a fellow demon slayer, but like end up eating the demons.
Possibly. I mean, you kind of get a preview of her demonic form in the opening and closing, where it just kind of looks like she goes super feral, which I actually really like. Like, it looks like she has like Kyuubi armor on from you Naruto fans. Also, love the opening to this freaking this show, man. Oh my god,
amazing! It's beautiful.
Everything about this show is fantastic so far.
That
music is
art.
amazing.
This is the most beautiful show we have on this.
On the season, yeah.
Yes, on the docket. I was gonna say docket.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most beautiful thing we've had since Ancient Magus Bride.
Yeah, like, and just watching, like, even 5 minutes into episode 3, I'm like, oh yeah, this fits very well into the Magus Bride slot that we've kind of been missing. Like, as much as I enjoy talking about shonen anime because I am an unabashed shonen fanboy, having a piece of art like this I've missed.
And it really is a piece of art too, as we see when Tanjiro starts unleashing the techniques he's practiced under Urokodaki.
With the old ink
style.
Yeah,
the ukiyo-e style waves coming off of his blade, and it's like
so episode 3 continues and finalizes his training arc. I don't know if he did any of that in episode 2 or not.
The only thing in 2 he did was
dodge.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All he did was he trained enough to be able to start the training.
So this one is his entire training montage.
Yes.
It's pretty much his entire episode.
And I love that they make him like dirty, gritty. His hair is long.
Yeah. Like the passage of time is actually a thing in this.
And that they don't like, oh, he was talented, so he just picks up everything. No, he had to work.
He got his shit kicked in several times.
6 months later, I still can't do it. 6 months later, still can't do it. Another year later, you're shitty at this. Let me help you.
Yeah, have a couple
I totally called that, by the way.
Towards the end of the episode, we have 2 totally normal children show up in his training area, and the kid that I wrote down as toxic masculinity-chan beat the bejesus out of him for a while.
At first, I thought they were I think Harry pointed this out when we were watching, that they were the spirit of the rope and the rock. Which actually there's someone different, as we come to find out in episode 4.
Yes. Yeah, it was kind of obvious that they were not normal, like, considering they were just drawn differently than any of the 3 other characters that I have seen in the show. Like, I'm like, all right, something's going on with these children. Either they are ghosts, spirits, gods, or demons. But yeah, I was happy with toxic masculinity, Chan, with Sabito's. I can remember these guys' names because they're in the title.
Yeah. But yeah, there's something going on with them, as we come to find out.
Yeah. So his final task is to cut a giant boulder.
She does, finally.
Yes. And
what was the technique? Perfect breathing?
Yeah. It's all in the breathing.
Fill your lungs up with air so the oxygen can rush to your blood and muscles and make you briefly superhuman. Yeah, that's totally how that works, but I'm 300%.
Take this, grasp it, clench your butt cheeks. And sorry, wrong show.
We quasi-science, which is different from pseudoscience.
Yes.
It's science enough.
So you S4 fans, his powers basically are thunder, where he just breathes in and gains superpowers for a couple of minutes.
I'm trying to remember what show it was. There was a superhero show back in the late '90s. I want to say it was Marvel roughly based. And the one guy's whole thing was where if he breathed in and held his breath, he became super dense. And if he breathed out and held his breath, he became like less dense.
I don't know that one.
So he could either like become rock hard to things or phase through stuff.
Wink.
And it was all based on where his air was.
That's neat.
That is neat. But yeah, I mean, not a lot happened in this one up until the very end, which kind of got dropped on when he's talking to his master. How do you know those dead kids' names?
Yep.
Oh,
And that's
no
when
then.
you realize, oh, these kids were his former students, probably.
Definitely
Yeah.
were, as we find out.
Yeah.
Going
Well,
into final selection.
I'm trying to stick within the confines of that episode when talking about it.
But the animation quality and everything like that in this episode in particular, the way that they draw backgrounds and how everything flows, and you can watch leaves move and you can watch water flow in a realistic manner. Like, sure, you get sometimes super cartoony, super silly animation from the characters, but that is never seen in the back end. There's love and care put towards that.
At the end of this episode, I kind of felt it gives me the same feeling as Slime. What do you mean it's already over? Because it has the same type of pacing.
Yeah,
Yes.
like, oh, this felt like it took 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just like, all right, yeah, okay, I got one more episode, cool. And then I finished this next episode, and I'm like, do I have time? I don't have time. But that was really only like 10-minute episodes. I don't understand what's going on here.
No, but they get so much done in the episode.
Yeah, because
Like-
the pacing is really well done. They did 2 years in this episode.
Yeah.
You don't have 2 years.
Normally, this would be what, maybe 2-3 episodes?
Yeah, the
There
training
are some
arc-
anime that would have made this an arc.
Yeah, Black Clover. Bleach. Naruto.
One Punch. Not One Punch. One Piece.
One Piece. The only ones who don't really do training arcs like that are really like Dragon Ball Z doesn't really do training arcs. They're just like an episode later. Okay, cool. We're super strong now.
Yeah, they don't do training arcs. They do screaming arcs.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, and he got superpowers in this episode and finally cut the big rock after taking out toxic masculinity like a good neo-feminist.
Toxic masculinity.
See,
Which
finally
even
got it,
though-
Josh. That's the reason
even
why I
though
said it a
we
third
have-
time. Like, somebody has to get this.
Okay, so we know who the best character is without even meeting him first, right? The boar head.
Oh yes.
I cannot wait to meet Boarhead John.
I'm so psyched for Boarhead Kid. They also make really good honey cured ham and turkey.
Yes, they do.
Get
You
a
know
good
what?
pub sub with Boarhead Chan on it.
Yeah, for that episode that we get introduced to him, I think we should get some boar's ham, right? Some boar head ham.
Yeah.
That's what I was referencing.
Pub sub party.
We need to
Oh.
all need to go get pub subs that night and eat some boar's head. So next episode, final selection.
The Wisteria Grove is really pretty.
It is.
Oh, and the little demon childs.
So, oh yeah, those guys are weird.
Would you like to play? Fuck no.
Right. We got
Well, it's been nice knowing you. Whoop.
we saw lightning. I wrote down his name is Lightning Prince because I don't know his name, but his power is lightning because they show that in the opening.
Yes.
So I wrote down we see brief of Lightning Prince and what's her name.
And he got the shit kicked out of him recently too.
Yeah, he did. And we see two minor demons try to eat. I'm just gonna go start calling what I wrote down as his name. We see two minor demons try to eat water Ichigo. And then-
Tanjiro.
And then we get to see Water Ichigo go up against Bill Cosby. All hands.
Ooh.
Ooh, that.
Man, that cuts about neck deep.
I do like the character design on. They never gave him a name, I don't think, but I'm definitely just gonna keep calling him Bill Cosby.
Yeah, the whole hand design was amazing.
It was
So
really
cool.
freaking cool, and it's not just like what we have with Baby All for One in My Hero. Like his hand designs are really freaking cool, and like you get Shotgun Hand with actual hands, and like yes, it's grotesque and horrifying, but his lips are hands, and everything like
And
everything.
it's supposed to be.
Well,
Yeah.
is his lips hands or is he just covering his neck?
I mean, his opening of his maw was hands.
Oh, okay.
It was freaking, oh my god! And then watching him do the superpower, doing his moves, are freaking awesome in this. And I'm glad that I like it when main characters in shonen don't have like just power as their like strength. And I noticed like a lot of times that the elemental affinity for the main characters is usually like fire.
Fire, lightning, something super like
Showy.
destructive and showy. And water, yes, it can be very destructive, but it's usually seen as a calming or
Yeah.
healing.
So I really like, I saw the cool ink style come out of his sword while doing the blade attacks. I'm like, oh man, between the Wisteria Grove and watching those attacks go off, I'm like, I'm so in on this show. Like,
Oh, and that was so satisfying watching that happen for the first time.
oh yeah.
Oh, and then he just doesn't have one attack because after
No.
training, so far he's only shown two. The slice and then the wheel, right?
Yeah. We see a few more.
3 total, I think, because he starts off with 4th form, which was the Tide Slice,
Yes.
which is how he got rid of the 2 Mook demons who fell into a squabbling match over who got the last chicken wing. And then he used the water wheel, and then the last one he used was like the surface slice or something like that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if anybody who's jumped into a pool the wrong way knows, water retention is a very real thing.
It really is. But yeah, it was brilliant and beautiful, and I am excited to watch this on. I'm excited to watch this again, and super stoked. Not trying to rush ahead too much, but I know Carrie's not feeling good. I'm not feeling the best, and we were late. So anything else on Demon Slayer?
Watch it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Go watch.
Yeah.
The only thing that could make it better is getting some Wagaki band in there.
Oh, that would be life.
And I mean, it's all over the place too. Like it's on both Crunchyroll and Funimation, both as subbed. So like, and Viz Media, like it's everywhere that you want to watch it. So just seriously,
go consume.
Yes. All right. So we should move on to Fruits Basket. Man, this second season of Junie Tyson is weird, but I'm digging it.
This is what Rat's wish was.
To forget.
Harem anime?
To forget.
I don't know
become,
if it's really is it really that much of a harem anime?
I mean, it's kind of a reverse harem in a way.
Not
But I mean,
really.
It doesn't really fit the harem anime tropes, really.
Because in
Like,
the harem anime, they could be with anyone.
Yeah, they are definitely. It's definitely fits more in the supernatural slice of life kind of thing. Like it is not at least right now. I don't know the original source material, So it could become a harem anime or a reverse harem because your main character is a woman and surrounded by attractive men all over the place.
Yeah, but the thing is that none of them are attracted to her, and
Well, I definitely disagree. Because both Cat and Rat are definitely digging her. Just in Rich Prince way and Tsundere way. Tsundere Queen.
The first time I read this, I didn't pick up on Kyo right away, and now watching it again, I'm like, oh, how did I miss this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing with the both of them. Ratface likes her because she doesn't worship the ground he walks on.
Yes.
She sees just someone she wants to be on good terms with.
Yes.
Catboy likes her because she kind of does worship the ground he walks on. Because she sees value in him and doesn't see, the treatment that he's been getting the rest of his goddamn life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily in a worship the ground that he walks on, yeah, but like more so in an actual from what appears to be a genuine admiration, not oh my god, you're so cute, let me lick your abs kind of way.
Yeah, those the Yuki Prince Club are something else.
Kill them with fire.
Well,
Right.
no, kill them with evil waves, or with the dark waves.
Evil waves. Best girl, don't at me.
Hanajima is amazing.
I adore them. Like they are fantastic. The friends, they're super good. I did watch all 4 of this one because this is dubbed, so I could just watch it while I was walking.
So,
and there's not a lot of action in this show, so it was just easy for me to listen to what's going on and I could gather
yeah,
subtext clues.
that's a very interesting circle of friends that she has, isn't it?
Well, they're all the misfits
Yeah.
because Toru doesn't see this person is popular, so I want to hang around them. This person is attractive, so I want to be around them. She sees this person seems like a good person. I want to be their friend.
Yeah, until she meets Kobayashi, and then she's all over her. No, wrong Toru, sorry. Yeah, she's the misfit magnet trope.
Yep. Well, I mean, she is a misfit herself.
Yeah.
A dog
Given
that
that-
wants to be a cat.
Yeah.
She is kind of the puppy that follows them all around too.
Yes, very much so.
Also the puppy that Kyo likes to kick while not actually meaning to kick the puppy.
I mean, she gets plenty of kicking from other places, so.
Yeah, that is true. Like life.
Fuck her family.
It gets worse.
I'm sure it does, and I'm not really looking forward to it, but I digress.
Yeah, because
I'm not hating this as much as I thought I was going to.
Considering
good.
the end of episode 4 was, yeah, she's gonna get kicked by life even more, I could tell.
Yeah, so at the end of this episode, we see a shy little girl hiding behind a tree.
Yes, she's super pretty and adorable. She's super cute, and certainly nothing at all could be. Well, this is episode 3 was just a continuation of the 3-episode introduction arc.
Yeah.
Like we're still introducing you to the characters, especially your main 3, your Prince Naveen, Rat Face,
Rat and Hat.
and Kyon and Toru, and with the pervy old man trope.
Well, he
Who-
just wants people to stop breaking his house.
Yeah, he's just tired of all of their shit.
Yeah, I mean,
She-
I don't think he's the pervy old man. He's just like,
Oh no. I distinctly remember a moment from the original dub where he's sing-songing high school girls, all for me, high school girls.
Yeah, Shigure is
He's a horn dog.
he's
Yeah.
an enigma. He is simultaneously tired of everybody's shit the instigator and perpetuator of a whole other fuckload of shit. And you never quite know if he's trolling or serious.
Yeah,
Like the
like a true dog, though. Like
yeah.
something that I can tell. Like I said, I have not watched the original source material, but like they capture the animal spirits and aspects of these guys fairly well. Like the main one that is not really too well done is Rat.
Well, he goes off of the stereotype of rat zodiac people.
Yeah, controlling, manipulative.
Brilliant in every way.
Yeah, well, they call that out in episode 2, which is bringing it up. It's like, oh yeah, rat people are rat children are perfect in every way.
Yeah,
Okay.
rat children are special. Yeah, there's like there's a mix of them, being of them living out their zodiac stereotype, and in most cases their actual animal as well. There are some who are less like the physical animal for reasons, but
Like Boar.
well, I mean, she does charge straight in
Yeah.
and is easily triggered.
Oh,
Yeah, but that could
easily
have been
triggered.
Bull either. Like,
Oh, Bull. I'm looking forward to seeing him.
I mean, I sure found her boring.
So yeah, right into episode 4, she's actually a Soma as well.
yeah.
Yep, because everybody in this show is probably a Soma. Just gonna put that out there.
Rokugeki no Soma. Oh, sorry, wrong show again. God damn it.
Which I think they're cousins.
Yes, I mean this is like
Yeah.
one of the
And not and yet in the same way as Neptune and Uranus.
yeah. This is the Soma family is one of those one of those old school dynasties where you're all maybe tangentially related as like fifth cousins at best, but because you share a heritage and you share a name, you are cousins.
So it's kind of like think of it like Neji and Hinata and their family in Naruto.
Well, they were first cousins.
Well, yeah, but just the general family in general, where you have the prime family, then you have sub families going from there, because Kyon is a sub family member.
Well, wasn't in a way Naruto and was it Karen? No, the redhead chick that followed Sasuke.
Karin?
Karin. Aren't they like related, or were they just from the same clan? Well, the same clan is related, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
she's part of Uzumaki.
Yeah, Raul, think of it as clans where it's
Uzumaki. I don't think Karin was an Uzumaki, was she?
but that's a good analogy for it, whether she was or not. Like they're clans, and it's weird because there are somas that are not zodiac people, and they're like the branch people, and then the zodiac people are the core primo special deschal sparkly people, and
Oh,
then
she's an
Kyo
Uzumaki.
is undesirable number one, basically.
What's that, CJ?
She is an Uzumaki. Huh. All right. Tells you how much I like that character, where I forgot anything about her.
I like to pretend she never existed. But yeah, so anyway, they're distantly enough related that Kagura wanting to marry Kyo is not illegal.
Not Super Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also not super creepy either. Like, it's a little creepy, but not super creepy.
Because
not like
I can see
Oni-chan.
like fourth, fifth cousin twice removed.
And that's pretty much what they are. They are cousins because they have the same name and they come from the same great whoever.
Yeah, it would basically be like me calling Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray my cousin.
Yeah,
because the way that they do it is that whoever has the higher name they go with that name, right? In Japanese.
I did not hear a word you said. Your mic is doing weird things.
Okay. Whenever they get married in Japan, is it like whoever has the higher name or the most prestige name, they go with that one?
It goes to the male line. However, if a male is marrying up, the wife's family will adopt him as a son. He will formally change his name, and then he gets married.
Hmm. Which that's the issue that we had in Food Wars.
Yes.
Yes, that's what happened with Azami. He got adopted into the Nakiri clan in order to take their name, and then he could marry Erina's mom without her changing her name and marrying out of the family.
Yeah.
Because in traditional Japanese family structure, the woman marries into the man's family. Period. End of story.
It's not at all creepy that they're technically marrying their brother/cousins.
Well, I mean, okay.
It's a formality.
It
Yeah.
is, I know.
It's the same thing where on paper you can be your own grandfather.
I'm my own grandpa.
But yeah, I mean, we had an introduction to a new character who is well drawn. This entire show is really well drawn. Like I'm enjoying my time watching this show. It is fluffy, it is fun. There's not much density to it yet.
They've scaled back a little bit on the dramatic shoujo pauses, which makes it more pleasant to watch.
At least they
Okay.
didn't give the trope for her where she's a bad cook.
Yeah. I had actually forgotten whether Kagura was a good cook or not, and it was nice to see, oh hey, look, she's good at this.
But she
Yeah.
kind of overdoes
I
it.
was anticipating that as well. Like they purposely kept not only them being bachelors, but the mere thought of Kagura coming over and cooking was the reason why they're like, nope, we are not cleaning this kitchen ever.
No, it's just because
Because dogs are lazy and don't like cleaning, and neither do cats or
And then
rats.
we have something. They have a true form. So we know that it's not their regular transformation. There's something else.
Yeah.
yeah, there's something else going on there. But yeah, because Kyo just moved in. Like he moved in after Toru did, technically.
Yeah.
And Yuki, being a spoiled rich boy, was probably never taught how to clean.
Oh god, his name is actually Yuki Soma.
Yes.
Sorry.
And he came first.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know. I think I heard the name and I'm like, nope, this is not a thing that I'm going to remember because this is not a thing that I want to deal with.
Yeah. So, and then Shigure, I don't know if he actually knows how to clean and doesn't want to, or if he's in the same boat because he was spoiled zodiac person as well.
I would imagine he takes his dog thing way too seriously and just kind of makes a certain area like his room will probably be nice and clean if we ever see that, but everything else is hellscape because he doesn't care about anything but his personal immediate belongings.
Yeah, but he keeps his kimono nice.
Yeah, he cares about his TV.
I
his
mean-
dogs.
Oh, you mean rest in peace?
Yes, he cared about his TV.
I do love it's time to change the shoji. Which is a thing. Normally, you're supposed to rip the paper out of them and not just destroy them.
I am enjoying my time here. It's nothing too major, like until we get some fluff, which I did watch some dubs of. We'll talk about this in a couple of minutes, but I watched some dubs of another show, and I'm like, this is adorable fluff. I don't have to think about this. I enjoy this.
The one thing I don't understand is why they stayed out in the typhoon all night when they originally went out to just stake down the tarp.
Because awkward flirting is awkward.
Extremely awkward and probably causing pneumonia.
Yeah. Like, I understand him not getting sick because weird rat superpowers.
Because he's too perfect to get sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no good reason why Toru was not sick as hell from that.
I thought there was an arc where that happened.
And she had a fever, but no, that was before.
Yeah, that was before where she.
So yeah, I'm kind of glad they didn't go over babysitting her and making her, Princess Sick because we already had Best Sick Girl last season. We don't need that fight again, Reddit. So we should move on to One Punch Man.
One Punch.
I really don't want to talk about Ultraman. So I binged the first 4 episodes of Ultraman the day after I got out of the hospital. Mistakes were made. There was not nearly enough pain medication to make me like this show.
It's not great.
It's wretched. It is horrible. Like, I enjoy the continuity continuation. Like, it sticks with the original continuity of the OG Ultraman, and I can appreciate that.
But there's only so far nostalgia blinders can take you.
Exactly. And this is coming from Josh and myself, who nostalgia blinders is pretty much our entire MO.
Care BLIMERS. Yeah,
So,
I mean, 90% of the stuff I like is because of nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly. First thing I catch, I'm like, man, I hope the animation quality gets better after the first episode because this is bad. This is bad.
It's difficult to watch. It's so bad.
It is. Like, this is Michael Bay Transformers terrible to watch. Like,
Ouch.
I had no idea what's going on. Like, I didn't understand. Like,
and it's real rough because like the scenery is not terrible.
No, it's not great, but it's not terrible for fully CG. Like fully, like not even like animated CG, but like bad Pixar.
Like, you know what it honestly reminds me of? Late 80s, early 90s. Did you ever have any like playset style things that were like diorama pictures and then like the vinyl reusable stickers of the characters?
Yes.
It reminds me of those.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because there is such a jarring level of difference between backdrop and character.
Yeah, and the humans themselves are distressing. Like the humans look grotesque sometimes.
Yeah, this style, it's like it started with Knights of Sidonia, and they're like, oh, hey, we can just reskin this and make it our own.
But Knights of Sidonia looked good. Also, Knights of Sidonia season 3 win.
What do you mean season 3? When did season 2 come out?
It came out a year after season 1 came out.
We're doing this joke again. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I actually enjoyed Knights of Sidonia season 2. Not nearly as much as season 1, but I enjoyed it.
Anyways,
it's still better than the last 5 episodes, Darling in the Franxx.
Not wrong.
Still angry about that.
I don't think we're ever going to get over it.
No,
Anyways.
Especially not when the last 5 episodes of Darling in the Franxx is the reason why we had an almost full room at 9:00 in the morning at freaking MetroCon.
Right.
Just to complain about that last bit of it.
I'm not kidding. But yeah, I mean, it takes 4 episodes total for the protagonist to not only Ultraman, but fight a monster.
Yeah.
And even then, he doesn't full-blown Ultraman because neither of them go giant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no shape changing yet or anything like that. Like I was expecting Release the Limiter for him to accidentally grow up, like be massive, and then the lizard guy be like, nope, fuck you guys, I'm gonna go massive too. See, my power's massive too. Roar, and then we're gonna fight and we're gonna break half the city.
What's your power level? I don't know, pretty big.
And then just and it's when they combine the man and machine, like the man in the suit. Oh my god,
that's real good.
It was no, I hated it. Like when they put Shin in the Ultraman outfit.
Oh yeah, the prototype suit, that was rough.
And even Neo Shin, like him being in his half Ultraman, half Man suit, like was distressing.
The head kind of looks pasted on. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like they literally copied like his model from his school model and just pasted it on top of his other outfit. It was really
We'll make it
bad.
work. We can fix it in post. What do you mean it's getting pushed to live?
Yeah, somebody hit publish instead of edit. It just and like in the first two episodes, since I didn't have the opportunity to talk about those, like the alien dude looked pretty okay. Like, and even the lizard alien dude looked pretty okay. But it's just pretty okay. And so if you can't tell, when both Josh and I, when we're talking about Gridman, went on almost a 30-minute tirade of remembering watching Ultraman when we were younger and geeked out about that, are distressing about this show. Hey, guess what's not coming back next episode, you guys?
Like,
yeah.
I wanted it to be good,
So did I.
and it's just not.
No, it's really not.
And that's so sad.
It actively angers me how bad it is because they don't even look like they care.
I think that's the big sticking point. Is it does just reek of lack of effort.
Yeah,
Like
it reeks of money grab because I think there's a milestone.
Netflix had the opportunity to grab the name, grabbed it, and it's like, oh shit, who do we have to put on this? Steve, the janitor. You said you could CG, right?
Yeah, I took that one class in high school. It just, it actively angers me. So 1966 through 67, so it's not even like a major milestone this year, which is what I thought it was going to be. Just, yeah.
Next.
Yeah. We're going to talk about, we're going to double up on the fluff a little bit. Whereas Fruits Basket it's fluffy enough, but it's slice of lifey. We're going to go full fluff, you guys. We are going to talk about the sweet fox goddess herself. We're going to talk about Senki-san next week. Next year? Man, pain meds, man. They're a thing. So yeah, I've watched the first couple episodes in the dub of this, and it is so sweet and is so wholesome. And for anybody worrying about just waifu baiting, it is not that. It is definitely more along the lines of, it feels like a spiritual successor of Dragon Maid while we're waiting to get season 2 of Dragon Maid.
Very good. Very good.
Like they actively go out of their way to prevent Senki from being sexualized or anything like that. Sure, she's a little flirtatious, but they have her acting like a fox because she's a fox goddess.
So when are we getting the second season of Dragon Maid?
This year, I think. Either this year or early next. I don't remember when they said they were doing it, but I know it has been announced.
Yep.
It was announced in February. Is there a point of when it started getting worked on? So it premiered January to April 2017, so it would not surprise me if we don't get it in January of next year. That is my guess. Is January 2020.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so we should talk about One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So three episodes into this,
yeah,
I'm still only half liking the theme.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know. I'm in.
Well, I'm talking specifically about the opening theme.
Oh, the opening theme.
Half of it is good,
and
it's the half that calls back to the original theme song.
Yes, yeah. The opening theme is it's a little hit and missy. I could skip it, and I usually do. I did on these 2 episodes. I listened to it on the first one. I'm like, this is on the outro when they played it. This this is good enough. I don't need to listen to this anymore. Unlike Demon Slayer, which I actively went back and listened to again. I need to figure out the name of that song so I can just download it.
Right.
So again, I didn't get to talk about episode 1, and I don't know. Justin was the biggest iffy on this show because of it changing studios. And it looks different, but not like bad. Like it only looks different when you realize that it had a different studio, and it's definitely not Madhouse anymore.
Yeah, there's like a little level of polish that's missing from it.
Yeah,
And everybody's narrower.
yeah, I think that might be it. Is they're not as like wide and built.
Like, and it's not just they're not as wide and built. Like in the case of especially King, it's like you took the screen and went like that.
Yeah,
Like they were morphed in Photoshop or something.
I could see that. So episode 2, we get introduced to the human monster, Garo.
Oh.
Wolfman. So I'm all in. You got me on Wolfman. This is what happens when the alternate universe where Kai's a bad guy. I'ma touch all the things and nobody can stop me.
Oh man. Yeah.
And they make him an active threat immediately, which is you don't bait him around trying to.
Is he? Isn't he?
Yeah, like there's no
Tune in
like
10 more episodes to find out.
Yeah, there's no like, could he just be a pawn to the bigger bad or anything like that? No, like he annihilates an entire room, including 3 A-class heroes, and every villainous human, and
Straight up cuts one dude's arm off.
yeah, with
Rip Blue
really cool
Flame's
effect
arm.
on the flame arm. That was an awesome effect, and then rip that guy literally.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, there's no baiting. There's none of that. Just, nope. This guy is an active threat. It is only a matter of time until he does come into Saitama's gaze. Probably when he kills King.
I hope that's not the case, but man.
I love Cinnamon Roll King, by the way. King Cinnamon Roll. He's great.
that was such a fantastic twist.
Yeah.
Super high ranked hero actually hasn't done anything.
He is the All Might of this show.
Well, I mean, his superpower is probably luck.
Yeah, his superpower is absolutely luck. He just happens to be in the right place at the right time.
And the wrong place and the wrong time.
Yeah, his superpower is luck. Not good luck, not bad luck, just luck.
Yeah, he just wants to play his video games in peace.
Yeah, he wants to play his Super Sexy Babe 3 or whatever the hell it was called.
Definitely not Love Nason. Whatever.
Heartthrob Hotties 3.
Yes.
He didn't buy that one.
No.
He totally is an action game guy.
Yeah, they gave him the wrong game. He's gonna go return that right away.
I love that. Euro's episode, I thought I'd stop in. This is the 22nd floor!
And he's just so concerned that this guy is, and they keep bringing up the hey, if you thought bringing up power levels in other shows was big, hey, this is One Punch Man where we were constantly going to bring up people's rankings all the time.
Which for some reason doesn't bother me as much as the power levels because the rankings don't actually mean anything.
Yeah.
It's a popularity contest.
Yeah, it really is a popularity contest, as we see in episode 4 or 3. Because
Popularity contest mixed with weird socio-political games.
Yeah, which is seen the reason why King is All Might in this universe.
He's the number one hero because people think he did a lot.
Yeah. He's like, I just show up and like people think I kill things because I don't die. I'm like, jeez.
And it's all stuff that Saitama has killed.
Yeah. I love it. I love it so much. Because Saitama's never going to become the world's strongest hero.
He's never going to become the top 1S rank, that's for sure. Because he doesn't care enough about the rankings.
Yeah,
Who does care about the rankings, however, is Hellish Blizzard.
Oh, man.
And she decides she's going to do a bit of noob hazing and picks the worst possible target.
Yeah, she's the newbie killer of Hunter x Hunter fans. Saitama's lower than her, so she could just walk up to him with her big, beefy bodyguards and lick my boot, dog.
Yeah, I love how she starts with, "You didn't pay your respects." Oh, okay. Yoroshiku.
Yeah. Comes out, closes the door, bows a little bit. It's so
And she takes it, which is the great thing. She's like, okay. Moving on now.
And this entire time, Genos and Sonic are just going at it in the background.
Yes, Genos and Sonic are just beating the shit out of each other.
Oh man, I feel sorry for Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Well, this time he didn't get punched in the dick, so I mean, there's that. He didn't get Super Saitama punched in the dick this time.
I don't think he has much left to get punched in down there.
I was hoping to God that when he showed up, he was going to be voiced by a woman, like a feeling woman.
That would have been fantastic.
Like I saw him like, oh man, he's just gonna be voiced by like a Kunoichi. Just please. Oh man. Like his testicles got so obliterated that they just flat out turned him into a Kunoichi at that point.
I mean, they made crunching noises when Saitama punched him.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be a father.
Yeah.
At least not in the traditional sense.
Yeah, there is no supersonic sperm anymore. That is not a thing.
But he tries his best.
Yeah.
And he gets newly upgraded Genos.
Yeah.
And then he gets serious side steps.
Yes.
Serious sideways jumps.
I just jumped sideways and got a little too big, got a little bit too active. He knocked me over with shockwaves.
And meanwhile, Fumiki's over here like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Blizzard's just like, okay, yeah, this is obviously something is weird here. And then go up to his room and he's still playing video games. She's trying to talk to him. Genos is actively listening to her. Then King shows up and she's freaking the fuck out.
And Saitama deleted his save file on a video game.
And I'm glad, not that King would do anything, but I'm kind of glad she's like, oh, okay, I guess.
Well, and I love her reaction to it because she's not just flipping her shit that King is there. She's flipping her shit that he's there and having a normal conversation with Saitama as if their hierarchy does not exist, because it doesn't.
No, because King knows his place. King realizes that he could just, as long as he's friendly with Saitama, because Saitama doesn't care about anything pretty much. He's just going to be able to be like, I'm just not going to die, which is what he wants. He just wants to exist. Like, he doesn't want fame. He doesn't want fortune. He just wants to live.
And play video games.
Like that. He wants to be a NEET and monsters won't let him.
Oh. Was it the very end of this episode or the very start of the next one where we get the official canonization of Genos and Saitama's superhero names?
I think it was the end of this one.
Yeah. Captain Baldy.
Caped Baldy.
Yeah, sorry.
Which I really appreciate it because it's a callback to season 1.
Yes.
When they joked that if Saitama didn't take care and, pay attention to what his hero name could be, he'd wind up with something like Caped Baldy.
And, well,
sure enough.
You should listen. And he's upset about it. Like, Silverwing, that's such a cool name. Not like Kid Baldy.
But we got this next episode. Garo's on the hunt.
So he is indeed a monster. He is the worst kind of villain. He hurt Maximum Rider. You monster!
Moment Rider.
Yeah, it's a pun in Japanese, Mumen Rider for Kamen Rider, and it means doesn't have a driver's license.
He's a monster. You evil, evil monster.
He hurt the best boy.
You
I was
didn't-
afraid that he died, like
Yeah.
listening to those crunching sound effects.
Yeah, because
He was wearing his helmet.
It's the only thing that kept him alive. Unlike poor Bong's student, who I'm really surprised lived. Considering he called out Garo for being a dropout, reject.
That's the real reason Bong beat the shit out of him. He was beating extra con into him.
But again, like cool animation on the martial arts techniques that Garo
So
used.
good.
Like that's
So good.
looks amazing. Like and this episode in particular can show that the studio handling the animation right now, while different, still is good. Like
Yeah, the fight scenes in this definitely did not look bad
no.
at all.
Again, they're not what we expected out of the first season, but
They've been okay so far. I mean, I haven't had any real problems.
Yeah, they've been good. And for me, as a person who has visual problems, like it's fine. They look good. They look fantastic, and I can follow them. I know what's going on, and they don't hurt me to watch.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, Saitama for Jump Force win.
Hey, we got All Might at least.
Yeah.
Starting to step up there.
Yeah, sadly, he wasn't announced in the first season, which makes me super sad. But yeah, I'm totally in on season 2 of One Punch Man.
It definitely looks like it's going to be better than we were worried about,
Yes.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Because I liked the original a lot, and I was,
Yeah.
looking forward to more. And thankfully, so far, it's continuing to deliver.
I think the studio who took it realizes what they have to keep up with or face a lot of public shame, which is very, very bad for Japanese companies.
Yeah.
They don't want to be the company that ruins JC staff. There we go. They don't want to be the one who ruins One Punch Man, because that is a quick way to never get another show ever.
Right?
Yeah.
Looking in their stuff here, I am not super familiar with anything that they did. Apparently there was a Parappa the Rappa anime.
Oh my
And
god.
now I want to watch that.
It's all in the mind.
Yeah, I don't still haven't noticed anything that I would know. Oh, Little Busters.
With a kid
I know Little Busters.
I
They handled a season of Food Wars. They are the animation studio for Food Wars.
Okay.
I just had to get further down in the list.
Much further down, apparently.
Yeah, right. They're taking over the second season of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
Yes.
Ugh.
So, which is a fun show. It's a fun show. But yeah, so there we go. That's where we know them from, and also understand now kind of, the character. Yeah, I can see the correlation between those two characters. Well, character designs. They're obviously putting their one influence in on it, but yeah, I could see that. I could see the two. But yeah, so other than that, like I said, bye Ultraman. You got your ass kicked like you did with Godzilla, and and yeah, this is a very bad thing, and we'll talk about adorable fox goddesses next episode.
Yay, foxes.
It's not as good as my fox boy though, so I mean, there's that. She only has one tail because she's a scrub.
Kids.
Maybe she's just hiding the other ones.
You're adorable, kid. All right, guys. So you can email the show at geek-io.net. Social media, all of them are /geekio show. You can give us a call, 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK. Remember that you can support this show and everything that we do on the Geek.io network by heading over to patreon.com/geekio. And if you want to chat with us most of the times, day or night, head over to geek-io.net/discord. If you can't support us on Patreon and you have Amazon Prime, head over to twitch.tv/geekio show and drop us a Prime sub. It is free for you. A little bit comes back our way. And actually, it's $2. It's almost $3. So it doesn't cost you anything. You just have to remember to resub every month, which is a small price to pay to help us pay bills.
Yeah, those are important.
Those are very important. I got a trip to Gen Con coming up here, and it would be nice to not have to front every cent of the trip. You want stuff from Gen Con? Hey, hit me up. All right, guys. We love you. Stay good to one another. It's fantastic to be back. Good job last episode, you guys. Thank you for handling that. It's nice to know that I can leave this show and not have it fall into cinders with me not around.
Appreciated. We did our best.
It was good. You did very good, as you always do. Ooh, One Punch Man versus Alucard.
Which one? Abridged or?
Yes. Have you watched have you watched Hellsing Ultimate? Because he's ridiculous regardless.
I guess the question is, does One Punch Man have access to a piece of wood?
Fair.
Or would he actually be able to kill Alucard with an 8-ounce steak?
Or is his fist steak enough?
Uh...
All right, guys. We will see you right back here in a couple of weeks. We love you. Be good. Or have fun not being. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You have been listening to a Geek.io Media Network LLC production. Would you like to convert that to pounds? Copyright 2019.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.